helping modern women unleash their feminine power.
Hello, my loves. Welcome. Welcome to episode 16 of the Feminine Dating Podcast, where we explore everything about being a confident feminine woman in the world of dating and relationships. I'm your host, Menin Toscano, and in this episode, we're going to be discussing my 5-step method to attract your dream guy. So, if you are feeling lost, my love, you're feeling hopeless, and you're wondering, why true love just seems so unattainable, trust me, I've been there myself. I used to go from date to date meeting for either very superficial, not men that I was really into, or just not the type of man that I wanted, not the caliber of man that I desire. And it was so frustrating. And it felt like no matter what I did, which trust me, I did a lot of things. And it felt like no matter what I did, love just wasn't in the cards for me. But here's the thing, okay? You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. And let that sink in, okay? You don't attract what you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. And once I understood that, everything really changed for me because I was able to then understand myself better, understand my beliefs, and I started shifting and taking action and taking courses, books, and I did everything in order to shift this mindset of mine because I kept saying I wanted this relationship. I kept saying I wanted true love. I kept saying I wanted my dream man to come, but my beliefs were saying something different. I I didn't believe that I could have it. I didn't believe that it was available for me. I didn't believe that it was possible for me. And so today I'm going to break it down for you so it's easier because when I just say to you, you just have to believe, right? You have to have faith. It just feels so unattainable, right? It just feels so unattainable because your reality is different. You are seeing your reality and he's not there yet, right? So, I developed this method that made me a powerful magnet for love. It made me the woman that was able to attract the man that I desire. And I'm here to share that with you. So I'm going to break it down into these 5 steps that I truly believe are very, very powerful if you take it in and if you actually take it in, right? So let's get started. So step one, this is key, okay? Get clear on what you want and especially this, commit to it. Okay? So get clear on what you want and commit to it. So this means that you're not going to settle for just any relationship, right? You know that you deserve to have the one that you truly desire. So I want you to take your time and ask yourself, questions such as what's most important to you, right, in a relationship? What do you want from your future partner, right? Because this is going to give you that clarity as to exactly what is it that you want and you're committing to it. So you're not going to settle for something that's not, that is anything less than that, right? You're not going to get stuck with men who are not giving you what you desire. And this is something that I think is very powerful. You making a decision that this is what you're going to commit to will start bringing you these wonderful men, the men that you truly want, right? The type of men that you truly want because you're crystal clear on what that looks like, what that feels like, especially what that feels like, right? What does it feel to be in this relationship? And even if you've never ever experienced it in your past, trust me, you know what that feels like, right? It feels good. It feels exciting. It feels fun. It feels like you can just it feels like home, right? So you will start, and this is why it's good to like date multiple men because you start seeing, what you want, what you don't want, and so on. But truly committing to what you want is key because we say we want one thing, but then we end up like for me, it was like I said I wanted, someone who was wanted a committed relationship, and I kept dating men and I kept entertaining really. I kept entertaining and choosing men that were not interested in that. And so, yes, I was saying one thing, but I wasn't really committing to what I was saying, right? I wasn't committing to what I was saying. I was just, you know, entertaining all these types of men that were not in alignment with what I wanted. So, are you doing that? Are you fully committing to what you're saying, right? Fully committing to what you desire? And are you crystal clear as to what is it that you want, right? So, once you know exactly what you want, you'll be able to recognize it easily, right? Once it shows up. Because a lot of times, because we're not clear as to what we want, sometimes they show up and we just don't know, right? So this really helps you just be crystal clear as to what you want and commit to it. And that way it will make it easier to recognize it when it does show up, right? Because it will show up, right? So step number 2, this is another big one that I feel like it's really hard to do sometimes on our own. And this is to release your desire of control and surrender, right? So release your desire to control and you need to surrender, right? And this can be tough. I know it can be tough because we want to control everything, but we need to learn how to surrender and trust the universe, God, source, whatever it is that you believe in. Believe that this higher self has your back, right? And knows that this is what you desire, this is what you want, right? And once you know what you want, it's like you're placing this order with the universe, with God, with source, and you're going to let it go. You're gonna let it go. You're gonna let go of the outcome, right? And believe that what you want is already on its way. What you really want in a man, this man that you desire, he's on his way already, right? That this man that you want is on his way. So you're not gonna try and control, right? Try to take control over the process. You're not gonna try and take control over men that you date. You're not gonna try and take control over anybody. This is you releasing and letting go of control and fully surrender. And knowing that what you want, the man that you want, is on his way, right? And this really takes a huge burden, I feel, from us because we want to control, the outcome of if we're dating a man, right? A specific man, and we really, really like him. And it just feels like, you start feeling like in order for you to have the relationship that you want and you want this man, you have to like kind of force yourself and you have to, overcompensate and you have to do so much work to actually get him to, want you. And that's not how it works, right? It's the complete opposite. So this takes away that burden of you having to do anything, right? You having to take any type of control. You just let it be. And you'll see that this man, either this man or another one will step up because you're fully letting it go, right? And this is actually very attractive. As a feminine energy woman, this is actually very attractive for masculine energy men, for healthy masculine energy men. They're gonna love that about you. That you're not trying to control him, you're not trying to control the situation, you're not trying to do any of those things. You are trusting, you trust. That's what it means really to surrender and let go of control is that you trust, right? You trust that whatever happens, however things unfold, is going to be for the best outcome that it can be. And the universe has your back, right? The universe has your back. And you know that whatever happens is going to be the best thing that can happen for you, right? So step number three is live your life as if it has already happened, right? So you're gonna want to create in your life, space in your life for your future partner, right? So open up your calendar for date nights. Take yourself out for dates. This is something that I do with my clients. I ask them to take themselves out on dates every single weekend because this is what you're gonna be doing when you find your man, right? You're gonna go out on these dates every single weekend, right? Why not? And you are gonna start living as if you are already in that relationship that you desire, right? I heard another coach saying that she would like have actual like dinner. She will prepare dinners, um, and she would have conversations with her dream man. Right? He wasn't there yet, but this is what she truly believed. And you can do the same. I would take up myself on dates multiple times. I would do so many like happy things, beautiful things with myself, and kind of pretend that he's there, right? I'll take bubble baths thinking that he's there with me and I'll have conversations with him, right? really imagining and opening up that, right? Opening up my heart and knowing, making that space in within me, in my life where this meant to show up. So start doing that, right? Start creating that space for him. And if you have, maybe you can even do it in like your drawer, right? If you have like a dresser, you can like just like have one empty drawer for him. So when he shows up, he's gonna have that space. Or maybe just a little space in your closet. I don't know, whatever it may be in your house, in your apartment, that you can feel like this is a representation of me opening up space, right? So make it a symbol that you are opening up the space for love. Okay. The step number four. So, step number four is believe that you deserve love. And this is the big one, right? This is the big one because this may sound obvious to you, and I'm sure you've heard this before, right? But it's easy to get caught up in negative self talk, right, and doubt. You know this. It's so easy to do that. Like we know that we want to believe that we deserve love, but we get so caught up in the negative self-talk and the doubt that is he gonna show up? Am I always going to be alone? Right? Why is it happening for that person but not for me? Is it ever going to happen for me? Right? But you know that you're worthy of love, right? You know that you're deserving of that relationship that you desire. So you have to start working on that belief, right? Believe that with all your heart. It's like this faith, just like you have faith that you're gonna have, you're gonna be able to breathe on your next breath. There's gonna be oxygen coming into your lungs. You know that there's no question in your mind that there is, and there is oxygen coming in, right? You know that you're gonna take your next breath. That's how you have to believe this, right? This is the level of faith that you have to have in knowing that this man is coming your way and that you deserve that love that you want, right? That's the type of faith that you have to have. Is believe that with all your heart and know that you are enough just as you are. You're enough just as you are. There's nothing to change, right? Maybe patterns, things that we need to just shift and unlearn certain patterns and learn new ones. But there is nothing innately wrong about you. There is nothing that you have that's this is why this is, that it hasn't come. There could be many, many, many millions of reasons why this hasn't happened yet, but that doesn't matter, right? What matters is what you do now, right? What you do now to have that what you desire. So this is when I truly believe that coaching helps so much because it makes you with the tools, with everything. It's just like the energy of someone else believing that for you, you know? It's like if you don't believe it yourself yet, you have somebody who believes in it for you. That person is holding that belief for you until you have it cemented in you. You have enough, bandwidth, emotional bandwidth to be like, yes, I can hold that space for it. But until then, this is why a coach it's so incredible. It's so helpful to have because that person can hold that for you, that belief for you until you believe it for yourself, right? Because we all need reminders of this. Sometimes this negative self-talk and the doubt and the worry just it creeps in and it takes over us and takes over our thoughts and we don't know what to do, right? So this is really helpful to have somebody that you can talk to, you can release some of that, and that person can help you see it definitely start shifting and giving you the tools that you need in order to shift. So this is when I truly believe this is when a coach comes in handy, and honestly, it's wonderful to have someone on your side, in your corner that can really help you with that. So step five is another one that can be a big challenge for all of us, and that is to keep your heart open, my love. You know, like I said, it's easy to get discouraged, right? It's easy to get discouraged and close off your heart when things don't go as planned. And this is again why you need someone on your side because when you see your reality, it's not coming through and you keep, wanting this thing and it's just not going as planned, or you've been, going on all these dates and nothing is happening, it's easy to get discouraged, right? And then when good men show up, you may, close off and shut down because you're not feeling like you can really have it, right? So this is the time a lot when you are discouraged to, keep your heart open, right? To all possibilities. And trust that the right person will come into your life at the perfect time. And this is something that I didn't realize in the past, that there are, like I said, there could be millions of reasons why, someone you haven't met your person yet. But even if sometimes, we don't see it until later on. I was like you, feeling so discouraged, so frustrated that my person wasn't showing up. But then he showed up at the right time. And if he had shown up before, I probably would have not been able to have that type of relationship with him. I probably would have self sabotaged that relationship because I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that type of love. I needed to do work from within, right? I needed to do the inner work in order to A, attract that type of man, and B, be able to have the relationship that I desire with this man. So I know this is hard to hear sometimes, but it's the truth, right? You have to be that type of person that attracts that type of man. And you have to be at a certain point in your journey to be able to have that type of relationship, right? So this is why that perfect timing comes in. It's like your time will be here, we'll have that. It's available for you. I truly believe that love is available for every single one of us, right? It's just a matter of opening up our hearts and doing these things in order to attract that type of man, right? So believe in the power of love, believe in the power of love, and keep your heart open to receive it because it's there, it's available for you. And like I said, this is a breakdown of my method of what I do with my clients and what I did myself. But of course, this is just surface level. We're just touching here the tip point, right? Because there's so much more to this. In order to have these beliefs, we have to go deeper, and everybody's different. And this is why I love my one on one coaching because it is fully tailored to you and your needs and your situation and whatever you're going through. So it's just powerful. It's just such a powerful way to shift, right? Because courses that are amazing, and I actually have 4 courses right now that I have on sale. I have a bundle that are on sale. And if you are someone who you are able to learn on your own and you can keep yourself accountable, I would say go for that. Take the courses, do what you need to do. But if you need someone who's going to support you and be there and guide you and take your hand and take you step by step at a time, then, one-on-one coaching is probably the best option for you. So anyway, I just wanted to share that my 5-step method on how to attract your dream man. So, this is how you become a powerful magnet, right? For love is trusting the universe, believe in yourself that you can have it and keep your heart open to the possibilities, because love is waiting for you. And honestly, it's closer than you think because he could show up today. He could show up tomorrow. So be ready for that. Be ready for that type of love. That's what this is about, right? Being ready to have that type of love. That's what it is. It's becoming that woman to be able to have and attract that type of man, right? So right now, like I said, I do have a sale on my courses. They are 4 courses that I offer. They're super powerful and they can get you from, if you're just dating right now to maybe, engagement or even in a relationship, even if you are in a relationship, um, marriage or whatnot. You can go through all of that. It's just such an amazing bundle. It's so, so powerful. And I truly believe that if you take those courses, if you take the 4 courses and you do the work, you're going to see, I can guarantee you that you will see a huge transformation in your love life. And you will either attract the man that you truly want, you will get the man that you are already dating closer to you than ever, or you will bring back a man that has maybe shut down or withdrawn, because that's the power of your feminine energy. You have this power in you. You just need to learn how to tap into it. And for this month, the month of May, I have my courses as a bundle. I'm selling it for $105. I decided at 105 because the five is for like, May. It's the fifth month. So, and actually five is one of my favorite numbers. It's my favorite number, really. So I just thought I wanted to play with that number. But right now it's $105 for all 4 courses. If you were to you pay for each one of them, it's like $151. So you're saving 31% just by buying the 4 courses, right? So instead of doing it individual courses. So if you are interested in this, my love, send me a message, either go on my social media. I will leave the links below. But you can go on my social media, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you socialize. Facebook, I'm also on Facebook. You can find me there on YouTube as well. And you can go to my website. I will leave the link here below so you can just take a look at what the courses are all about, um, specific things that I work um, for in each course, what the course is all about. And trust me, I could not be here if it wasn't for the work that I have to, that I did for myself. And yeah, so I would encourage you to, take the courses, do the work, and let me know how they transform your life. So, like I said, if you're interested, send me a message. I'll send you a private link. And yeah, you can start working on the courses and see how your life transforms. So I'm so excited for you. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And last thing, till the next one.
Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a beautiful day. If you want to learn more about being in your feminine energy, I have a free feminine energy guide that you can just download from my website. Just go to linintoscano.com and download it from there. See you soon.